I saw this Twitter Spaces thing. This is from a Hasanabi head. Bro, you guys are freaks, by the way. Look at this. This is freak. I hadn't even seen this tweet. And literally, I immediately, people are adding me about this tweet, okay? And I look at the tweet. This motherfucker wrote, "Hi, Hassan," literally like right before I read his tweet. Like, it freaked me out. Like, what do you know? I'm live? Like, do you know I'm on the internet? Did you know that I like had woken up and signed on? It actually freaked me out. Like, I hadn't even retweeted it yet. Yeah, Elon shut down the entire space feature because the banned accounts can still use it. People Elon Jet in there. Yeah, I know. Which is like such a gigantic problem for a platform, it seems. If only he had, I don't know, some engineers that he hasn't fired that could like deal with issues that happen.
Journalists from prominent outlets, including the Washington Post, the New York Times, and CNN. New owner Elon Musk claimed a violation of policy. Andrew Dimbert starts us off. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, George. In his latest move as boss, Musk wielding his power as CEO to suspend several well-known journalists without much explanation overnight. However, some of those accounts he temporarily axed from Twitter include people who have been critical of him. Overnight, Twitter's new owner, Elon Musk, suspending the accounts of multiple journalists from news outlets, including the New York.
This is like the idiotic doxing conversation round 2 electric boogaloo, whatever you want to call it, okay? Elon is also, there's some updates on this story as well. Elon is like very mad. He's turning on Barry Weiss. We're going to get to that. Stop getting horny. I know you're spoiling it. Spoiler alert. Stop spoiling the news. Elon Musk equals full name equals doxed. Yeah.
New York Times, the Washington Post, and CNN for allegedly violating the company's new doxing policy by sharing his live location. Doxing referring to sharing someone's identity, address, or other personal information online. Late Thursday, Musk joined a Twitter Spaces conference to address the decision.
You're doxed?
This was the best part of this, okay? Hashtag save Ryan Mac, hashtag MacPack. So Twitter Spaces has an issue. Bro, Dan Rather posted his post.com profile on Twitter in fear of being banned. Man is 91 years old, and I thought he died in like 2009. No, Michael. As a matter of fact, you're talking about my former co-worker, Dan Rather, who did do a brief stint at the Young Turks. Did you know that?
You get suspended. End of story. That's it.
The wave of suspensions comes on the heels.
Okay, let's watch the full video, okay? My man was in there for 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Also, shouts out to Bradley Eversley, Hasanabi head.
In the last few hours with a
Get those interactions, baby.
handful of journalists being banned.
Well, as I'm sure everyone who's been doxed would agree, showing real-time information about somebody's location.
Yeah, the issue with Twitter Spaces is that Elon's website is broken, okay? That's what the issue with Twitter Spaces is. So, and with no way to fix it, okay? So when the Twitter Spaces are broken without any sort of serious fix, and the way that it's broken specifically is that people who are banned can be in the Twitter space for some reason. I don't even know how. Yeah, he banned the guy tracking his jet. He banned all jet tracking in general. And then he talked about how it was like doxing. He said these are journalists in air quotes. And it was a total abuse of power. It was a total abuse of power, completely unacceptable. And then he wanted to lick his wounds in a Twitter space, which he has deleted now. The functionality of Twitter Spaces is now deleted because they have no way of like change. Why is this an abuse of power? Why is banning tech journalists for covering tech journalism an abuse of power? I don't know. I mean, what do you think? On the media platform? Like what do you mean? Man, it's his company. It's only like banning someone from your chat, right? That's what I was waiting for. Give me I love you. I love you, Batman on a bike. Thank you. Thank you for comparing being banned so you can't write in the chat on a random dickhead's Twitch stream to like a social media website that everyone is considering to be the town square. I had not thought about that before. Yeah. Oh, Barry Weiss. Oh, we're going to watch this and then we're going to watch Barry Weiss.
Would agree, showing real-time information about somebody's location is inappropriate, and I think everyone on this call would not like that to be done to them. And there's not going to be any distinction in the future between journalists, so-called journalists, and regular people. Everyone's going to be treated the same. You're not special because you're a journalist. You're a Twitter. You're a citizen. So
No, they are special. If a random person is like trying to fucking come in contact with you, they're a stalker. If a journalist is trying to come in contact with you, they have internal rules that they have to abide by, but they're doing it for a story. So, especially a story that they believe is in the public's best interest to know about. That's the fucking difference. You can't act like journalists who are operating as journalists are literally the same as like a random person, okay? What the fuck?
no special treatment. You dox, you get suspended. End of story. So and ban evasion, or trying to be clever about it, like, oh, I posted a link to the real-time information, is obviously that is obviously simply trying to evade the meaning. That is, there's no different than actually showing real-time information.
Bro, he is so triggered, dude. Holy fuck, he can't even like. I mean, he's just going crazy. He has no mechanism for like assessing a situation where it doesn't go his way. I think it's part of the problem of being as popular as he is, as rich and powerful as he is, for as long as he's been rich and powerful. He just doesn't have a way of like computing when people say, dude, you're wrong, here's how this works.
So when you're saying posting a link to it, I mean, some of the people like Drew and Ryan Mack from the New York Times who were banned were they were reporting on it in the course of sort of pretty normal journalistic endeavors. You consider that like a tricky attempt at ban evasion?
You show the link to the real-time information, ban evasion, obviously.
Drew, I don't think you were posting the real-time information.
That's insane, bro. Everything and anything can be that, bro. It's like Elon Musk is like, dude. Elon Musk is like, bro, that's fucked up. Guys, luckily I'm on Twitch and not on Twitter, but if I posted this on Twitter, oh boy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, oh brother.
Information, right?
I mean, you're suggesting that we're sharing your address, which is not true. And you're suggesting that we're posting. We never. I never posted your address.
You posted a link to the address.
We posted a link. In the course of reporting about Elon Jet, we posted links to Elon Jet, which are now not online and now banned on Twitter. And Twitter also, of course, marks even the Instagram and Mastodon accounts of Elon Jet as harmful. Using, we have to acknowledge, using the same exact link blocking technique that you have criticized as part of the Hunter Biden New York Post story in 2020. So what is different here and there?
No more acceptable for me. It's no more acceptable for me, for you, than it is for me. Same thing.
Elon Musk wants Elon Jet to be treated like ISIS, dude. Like, there are limitations to what, people will link, right? There are limitations to what people will link in their articles. But like, Elon has decided, you can't even fucking link it in an article. Like, that's crazy. That's insane. That is like an insane. You can't do editorial control. He is doing editorial control over what is acceptable in a fucking news article, man.
Hunter Biden New York Post story in 2020. So what is different? And Twitter also, of course, marks even the Instagram and Mastodon accounts of Elon Jet as harmful. Using, we have to acknowledge, using the same exact link blocking technique that you have criticized as part of the Hunter Biden New York Post story in 2020. So what is different here and there?
No more acceptable for me. It's no more acceptable for me, for you, than it is for me. Same thing. So anyway.
So it's unacceptable what you're doing?
No. What you dox, you get suspended. End of story. That's it.
Elon, I have to ask, I mean, I think what everyone's wondering is it's highly...
Bro, he's so fucking dumb. Thank God. In many ways, Elon being a fucking idiot is obviously an issue, right? Like fucking up this platform, all this stuff sucks. But him being an idiot in this circumstance is giving us so much content. Like, he's so stupid that he thinks he can go up against like fucking tech journalists, man. Like, this is what they do. They like are professionally a nuisance, okay? They know everything about you. It's like fucking trying to reason with my stalkers, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, instead of being schizophrenic, these people are like actually fucking smart and not schizo.
Unusual for journalists at the Washington Post and the New York Times to have their Twitter accounts suspended. And it just so happens that it's, the boss in charge, so, what's the deal there? Oh, I think Elon has left. I guess
That's
we'll never
unfortunate
know
because,
the answer.
yeah,
Unless
I mean,
we can guess what the difference is there.
you know,
Man,
not
I
trying
had
to.
so many. I was rare.
He then killed all the spaces after that, by the way. He killed Twitter audio feature after bizarre talk with journalists. Because like Twitter Spaces would allow people to banned accounts, as you saw, to go into Spaces because it was owned by Periscope. He brought it back now, but unfortunately, from what I understand, Katie Natopoulos, who hosted the space originally, can no longer host Spaces ever again. She has been banned from using Spaces, dude. Like, it's literally so obvious what's going on, dude. It's so obvious what's going on. No, you don't understand. They had to fix a legacy bug. It was a coincidence. They took it down right after. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, except that legacy bug was found when this was happening. So,
To go, guys.
I know. I was too.
I was going to order a Cybertruck.
I just want to say, sorry, I
I
don't want to browbeat him. And this is reporting, right? There is value to reporting where people go. Most of what Elon Jet shared was him going to the factory in California or the factory in Texas.
fucking own, dude. You're a public figure, an extremely controversial and powerful one. I get feeling unsafe, but descending into abuse of power and erratically banning journalists only increases the intensity around you. Take a beat and lay off the proto-fascism. Maybe try putting down your phone. They posted my exact real-time location, basically assassination coordinates in obvious direct assassination coordinates. He said, "You first, lol." 159,000 likes. This is more offensive than anything else. This is more offensive than what Elon said. No
When Trump got suspended,
shot.
everybody pointed out that was also, a concerning thing for many.
That's crazy. Oh, the dick sucking commences. NBC News temporarily suspended tech reporter Ben Collins from NBC and MSNBC Airways, saying his Musk criticism was not editorially appropriate. Yo, that's huge. That's when you see the media and who their real masters are. There is no better example that the media is servile and provides a service to the billionaire class. There is no better example of this. There's no better representation of this than that, dude. Oh my God. I got to see what he said. Newsrooms are scrambling to counter Elon Musk bans. On Thursday, Twitter suspended Donnie O'Sullivan. We already saw that. News organizations not considering a range of options to respond. People familiar with the conversation say they range from pulling coverage from Twitter, as CBS News did briefly, in November, to retaliating against Twitter's advertising businesses. CNN executives have discussed whether their corporate partner, Warner Media Discovery, would stop advertising on the platform. NBC News has already benched one of the journalists who had reported on Twitter and has been harshly critical of Musk. NBC News temporarily suspended tech reporter Ben Collins from covering Musk on NBC and MSNBC airwaves, according to two sources. The network told Collins earlier this month that his criticisms of Musk, which included comments about how the billionaire was purposely trying to destroy Twitter, was not editorially appropriate. That's the reason? The scandal here is that Elon Musk discovered who his company's deputy general counsel was 6 weeks after he purchased this. Bro, that is wild, dude. Collins was pulled from NBC's air over Musk coverage earlier this month, not in response to the latest conflict. Yeah, they updated it in here. Business Insider reporter Lynette Lopez was just suspended from Twitter for the mere act of reporting on Elon Musk. No one is even pretending she broke any Twitter rules. This is simply a case of being a good reporter who Musk dislikes. This isn't the first time Musk has fired a broadside at Lopez either. When she was investigating the allegations of a misconduct at Tesla, Musk allegedly asked his team to hack the tech of one of her sources, a Tesla employee. How fucking nuts, dude. I mean, this is crazy. This guy is fucking insane, dude. I'm sorry, but like, how do you not see this? This is a dude with a profound amount of power. And he's just like not afraid to use it, you know? He is completely unafraid of using this insane amount of power that he has to get whatever the fuck he wants out of people. Oh, God forbid. He's like a super villain. God, he is so bad. He's so bad at communicating.